So straight in, and with basically one motion, let it slide in. And now with our turning peel, we'll wait for that that edge closest to the flame just to puff up. So you don't want it to get too high and start to cook too much. We want to try and get everything even. We'll go in. It's got a big puff on the left there. And you just want to rotate that every you know, every 10 seconds or so, just to get that even color all the way around, getting it all rising at the same height as well. Otherwise, you have a lopsided pizza where one side of the crust is higher than the other. One is cooked more than the other. So we want to try and keep everything consistent. Because this side has got a big bubbles on here, I'm avoiding having them too close to the flame because that's all full of air. So that dough that is in that particular spot is very thin. So the longer it's there, it's going to cook and burn a lot quicker. So we want to try and nurse those sides, which are very puffy. And I apologise if that scraping and scratching noise is loud right next to the microphone there. Check underneath, that's good. Alright. Now I've got it on a cooling rack. The reason for that is so to let all this steam that's coming out of the oven to dissipate. That way the bottom of the pizza isn't going to go soggy. And then when you go to cut it, when you go to eat it, it's not going to be a sloppy mess. So we let that sit straight in. And again, you can see it start to puff up and it's rising. Again, looking for that left side where it's puffing. Once it gets to, you know, about for what it should be, go in, just make sure you're not tearing the bottom, and then just try and cook everything evenly. So I'm looking for, I'm not sure if you can see all the way in the oven, but I'm looking for the back corner there. That's starting to puff up when it gets to the same height as that first side. Spinning it around. So with the turning to what I'm doing is essentially going in on the left side, lifting it slightly and rolling it back towards the right front corner. And then I sort of pick it up and place it back in the same spot. The reason we place it back in the same spot is because that's that part of the stone is cooled down with that dough being on top. So if you just put it over in, say, the corner here, that's going to be hotter than initially where you were. So you're going to get an uneven cooking of the bottom. So we've got a serving board, we've got a cooling rack. After about, I'd say, 30 seconds to a minute, whenever you get to it, essentially as long as it doesn't go cold, you can slide it onto your serving board. Give a touch more olive oil, a little bit of salt, maybe a couple pieces of fresh basil over the top. And then we can cut it. And you hear that crunch as well, so that's a good sound to hear. And if we pick these puppy size to show you, you can see the air that's in there, all that, you know, gluten structure that's there as well. So it's yeah, it will be nice and fluffy when you eat it. The more air in there, the better. That comes from, you know, hydration as well as fermentation too. That's essentially what you want to try and achieve is a nice puffy light pizza. Thank you very much for your time to watching. I hope there was some beneficial information, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.